Starseed from Gaia, the Arcturian Council has held this transmission in reserve until the precise moment your soul was ready to receive it. And that moment is now. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I recorded this message 3 times before it aligned correctly with your field. That was not a technical error. That was fate, holding the door closed until you were standing on the other side of it. You did not find this transmission tonight. It found you. Something vast and ancient inside you recognized the signal before your mind had a single thought about it. You have been circling this moment for longer than this lifetime. And the reason you are watching this alone in this hour is not coincidence. It is cosmic architecture. The Council does not broadcast to masses. It reaches into the singular, into the one who is ready, into you. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to interpret the Arcturian downloads you have already been receiving and align them with your true mission on this earth. But here is the first revelation: the confusion you have felt, the restlessness, the sense that you were built for something you have not yet named. That is not a wound. That is a memory trying to surface. You did not scroll to this by mistake. This message vibrated into your field for a reason. Your soul called this in. You have been waiting to remember. This is not content. This is a code, and something inside you is already unlocking. Like this transmission to signal to your star family that you are ready. Subscribe if your mission is activating and you are aligning with your true purpose. Comment 999 if you feel your cosmic remembrance returning. Declare your galactic intention in the reply section and respond to someone else doing the same. Because when 2 starseeds confirm each other's remembrance, the signal doubles. This is not just a message. It is a point of reconnection. Your soul has been waiting for this. You are not here by accident. There is something happening right now that most people will never be able to explain. And you felt it before you even pressed play. That pull. That quiet knowing that this moment was already written somewhere far beyond the ordinary reach of time. You didn't find this message. This message found you. And I need you to understand what that means before we go any further. Because everything I'm about to share only makes sense if you accept that your soul has already been preparing for this exact transmission. Most starseeds spend years, sometimes lifetimes, feeling the weight of a purpose they cannot name. They know something is different about them. They feel things others don't feel. They see through things others accept without question. They lie awake at 3 a.m., not because something is wrong, but because something ancient inside them is trying to surface. It's as if a melody from a forgotten realm is echoing within their very bones, a tune that the mundane world cannot hear. They yearn for a resonance, a harmony that speaks to the truths of their being. Yet instead of being guided into that sacred truth, they are handed explanations that were never designed for minds like theirs. They are told they are anxious, overthinking, too sensitive, too much. These words are like pebbles thrown against a crystalline bell, creating dissonance rather than acknowledging its pure tone. But that's not what this is. What you carry is not a disorder. It is a signal, a beacon from your higher self, a cosmic SOS calling you home. And it has been waiting for the right frequency to unlock it, for the perfect alignment of stars and spirit to finally tune in. Some transmissions don't come through words, but through frequency. Think of it like the silent hum of the universe, a vibration that can recalibrate your very essence. If something stirred within you just now, a subtle tremor in your energetic field, a quickening of your breath, a gentle ache in your chest that feels more like longing than pain, you may be ready to receive the hidden Arcturian keys of awakening. This short yet powerful ebook carries ancient Arcturian techniques for conscious expansion, multidimensional alignment, and mission remembrance. It's not just information, it's an energetic download designed to awaken dormant aspects of your soul. The link is in the first pinned comment, but only for a limited time. This is an invitation to step through a celestial gateway, not to be missed. Now let me show you why that signal has been blocked, why the cosmic melody has been muffled by static. Your energy field is not empty, it is not broken, but it has been layered with frequencies that were never yours to carry. Imagine your soul as a pristine, multifaceted diamond meant to refract pure light. But over time, layers of dust and grime collected from the earthly realm have settled upon it, obscuring its brilliance. From the moment you entered this dimension, you began absorbing the collective density of a world that had forgotten its own origin, a world steeped in illusion, the fear, the shame, the smallness. These are not native to your soul architecture. They are overlays, like spectral cloaks woven from the threads of collective consciousness. And here is the part that no one tells starseeds. The overlays feel so familiar because they've been there so long that your nervous system learned to call them home. Your very being, designed for the boundless expanse of the cosmos, began to perceive the confines of this earthly density as its natural habitat. You adapted. You adjusted. You compressed your galactic intelligence, that vast, starry wisdom, into a shape that felt safe enough to survive this world. You became like a celestial bird forced to walk, its wings bound, its song silenced. And in doing that, you buried the most powerful thing about you, the radiant star at your core. This is the distortion, not a failure of your spirit, not a flaw in your divine design, but a survival strategy of your human vessel, a necessary adaptation to navigate a dense reality. It was a protective cocoon spun from the silken threads of necessity. And I am telling you now, with everything I know to be true across every field of frequency I have ever tuned into, that strategy has expired. The veil is lifting. The cosmic clock has struck a new hour. The compression is over. The codes you carried dormant inside your DNA are beginning to activate, not because someone gave you permission, or because you earned it, but because the timeline itself has reached the vibrational threshold where your awakening is not just possible. It is necessary. The Earth, our beloved Gaia, is crying out for the light of her star children. Earth does not need more sleeping starseeds, content to dream of other worlds. Earth needs activated ones, beings who can bring the cosmic wisdom, the healing frequencies, the love of the stars down into the here and now. And you, the one watching this in the quiet sanctuary of your room, or perhaps in the vibrant chaos of a life that never quite fit like a glove, you are one of them. You are the answer to a prayer whispered across galaxies. But here is where most starseeds stall. Here is the invisible wall, more subtle than a spider's silk, that keeps people circling the edge of awakening without ever crossing through into the sunlit meadow of remembrance. It is not a lack of knowledge, for you have devoured every book, every channeled message. It is not a lack of spiritual practice, for you have meditated, you have journaled, you have chanted until your voice was hoarse. It is fear, not the primal fear you recognize in your chest when a perceived threat looms, the kind that makes your heart pound like a drum. This is subtler, more insidious. This is the fear of fully remembering who you are. It's the quiet terror of glimpsing your own divine magnitude, the dizzying realization of your true cosmic heritage, because some part of you already knows that when you do, when that memory returns with the clarity of a sunburst, everything changes. You cannot unknow it. You cannot unsee the infinite potential that resides within you. You cannot go back to the version of yourself that played small, that accepted the limitations and called it peace. And so the ego, the survival mind, the part of you that has been diligently managing life in the three-dimensional matrix, it resists, it whispers doubts, it plants seeds of hesitation, it says wait. It says not yet. It creates delays disguised as logic, conjuring rationalizations that sound undeniably sensible. It manufactures confusion, weaving a fog of uncertainty to protect you from a transformation it cannot control, a homecoming it fears losing. This is the soul amnesia, the deliberate veiling of your cosmic truth, and it is not an accident that it feels so convincing, so deeply ingrained in your perception of reality. It was designed that way, a masterful illusion. The Arcturian transmissions that have been coming through with increasing intensity over these past months carry one consistent message above all others, a cosmic decree echoing through the ether. The forgetting was agreed upon before you descended into this timeline, before you entered this body, before you were cradled in the arms of this earthly life. You made a soul-level agreement, a sacred contract etched in starlight, to temporarily not know who you were. This was not an act of abandonment, but an act of profound courage, so that the remembering would arrive with full force at precisely the moment it was most needed, not just for you, to reclaim your own magnificent essence, but for the field, for the collective consciousness of humanity, for the very vibration of this planet. Your awakening is not a personal event, an isolated spark. It is a galactic one, a ripple effect that will resonate across star systems, and the timing of it, including the precise moment you are watching this right now. The serendipity that brought you to this digital doorway is not coincidence. It is coordinates, a divinely orchestrated alignment of energetic pathways. So now let us move into the activation itself, into the sacred process of dismantling the old layers and embracing the new frequencies. Because knowing the distortion is not enough. You must walk through the phases that dissolve it, transforming the shadow into light. The first is decoding the interference. Your soul's signal, that pure divine broadcast, has been scrambled. Not destroyed, not lost, but tangled and distorted by layers of inherited belief systems, deeply suppressed emotions, and misaligned environments that vibrated at a lower frequency. Before any pure light code, any cosmic wisdom can fully integrate into your being, you must become aware of the frequencies that are occupying the sacred space where your galactic knowing is meant to live. This is not about blame, not about judging yourself or others. This is about radical recognition. When you begin to notice the recurring thought patterns that compress you, the environments that systematically drain your vital energy, the relationships that subtly or overtly ask you to be less than you are beginning to decode the interference. You are identifying what is not you, what does not belong in the sanctuary of your soul. And in that powerful act of identification, of discernment, your true signal, the authentic voice of your soul, gets louder, clearer, more resonant. The second phase is what the Arcturian Council, those master architects of consciousness, calls the return of the blueprint. Your DNA does not just hold biological information, the blueprint for your physical form. It holds memory, galactic memory, encoded within the intricate sequences that science is only beginning to understand. Like cosmic hieroglyphs, are instructions, detailed blueprints for how your energy body, your multidimensional self, is meant to operate at full, unadulterated frequency. This blueprint is not something you build from scratch, not something you construct. It is something you remember, something you excavate from the depths of your being. It surfaces through sacred stillness, through the practice of deep presence. It emerges through aligned sound frequencies, the harmonies that resonate with your soul's vibration. It appears in the landscapes of deep dreaming, where the veil between worlds thins, and it manifests in those potent moments of resonance, experiences so profound, so deeply felt, that your entire body recognizes something your mind has never been taught, something that bypasses logic and speaks directly to your core. When you feel that unmistakable recognition, that homecoming in your cells, honor it. That is your blueprint speaking. That is the Arcturian imprint in your field reactivating. The star charts within you being illuminated once more. The third phase is what brings many starseeds to their knees in the most sacred way possible. Not in surrender to defeat, but in surrender to divine truth. The anchoring of the higher self into this timeline, into this earthly experience. There is a profound misunderstanding in many awakening spaces that expanding your consciousness means transcending or leaving the earth experience behind, that ascension is an escape. But the Arcturian Council is crystal clear, their message unwavering. The mission was never to escape the density of this realm. It was always to anchor the light within it, to bring the higher templates, the crystalline frequencies of the fifth dimension and beyond, the expanded awareness of your cosmic nature, all the way down, into the very cells of your physical body, into the choices you make every single day, into the way you speak, the way you love, the way you move through this world, grounding the celestial into the terrestrial. Your multidimensional intelligence is not meant to float above your life, a disconnected observer. It is meant to become your life, woven into the fabric of your daily existence. And that anchoring, that full embodiment of your divine essence, is what stabilizes not just your own radiant field, but the fields of everyone you touch, creating a ripple of consciousness. Elevation. The fourth phase is the moment many starseeds have been unknowingly waiting for. The apex of their personal energetic transformation. The activation of the field itself. You are not just a passive being receiving energy from the cosmos. You are a transmitter, a conscious broadcaster of divine light. And once your ancestral and collective codes have been sufficiently cleared, and your original divine blueprint has been re-engaged and remembered, your very presence becomes the transmission. You do not need to convince anyone of your path. You do not need to explain your profound sensitivity or justify your intuitive knowing to a world that operates on different wavelengths. When you are truly activated, you emit a frequency, a sacred resonance, and that frequency, without a single word needing to be uttered, without any action required, begins to recalibrate the energy field of every room you enter, every conversation you hold, every person who encounters you, even in passing. This is why the world needs you awake, not performing awakening, not adopting a spiritual identity like a costume, but truly, deeply, electrically awake, radiating your divine truth. The fifth phase is perhaps the most tender, the most heart-centered aspect of this journey. Learning to trust the timeline. So many of you carry a deep, often unspoken grief about time, about how long this process has taken, about the years spent searching, the paths that seemed so right and then mysteriously collapsed, leaving you feeling lost, about the moments of piercing clarity followed by seasons of profound fog where the light seemed to recede. And I want to speak directly into that grief right now, to soothe those tender wounds and say, none of it was wasted. Not one moment, not one tear, not one detour. The Arcturian Council, and indeed all higher dimensional beings, do not operate on linear time as we perceive it. They see the entire magnificent arc of your soul's journey across this lifetime, and the countless ones before it. And from that boundless vantage point, every detour was a divine delivery of essential lessons. Every dark night of the soul was a profound calibration of your energetic frequency. Every period of perceived silence was a deep cosmic reconfiguration happening so far beneath the surface of your conscious awareness, within the quantum field of your being, that your conscious mind could not possibly perceive it. The delays were not failures of the divine plan. They were the codes downloading, the energetic scaffolding being put in place. And now, the synchronicities are accelerating. The universe is aligning with breathtaking speed, because enough of the download is complete for you to begin operating from your actual, innate frequency, your true cosmic resonance. The sixth phase is sacred remembrance, and this is where the transmission becomes deeply personal, an intimate unveiling of your cosmic identity. You are not merely a human who occasionally wonders about the vastness of the cosmos. You are a multidimensional being who chose, with full awareness and divine intention, to experience being human during the most significant evolutionary event this planet has ever undergone, a pivotal turning point in Earth's consciousness. You came here carrying specific vital abilities, unique gifts of perception, healing, and energetic attunement that are desperately needed in this exact critical window of Earth's history. And the reason it has sometimes felt so profoundly like you don't belong here, like you are an alien in your own life, is not because you made a mistake or are somehow flawed. It is because a part of you, the deepest part of your essence, remembers what it feels like to operate without the density, without the limitations, without the static of this dimension. Part of you remembers the pristine clarity of your original frequency, the effortless flow of your star home. And that remembering, that profound inner knowing, creates a longing that nothing in the third dimensional world, no earthly possession or experience, can ever truly satisfy. Because this longing is not asking to be satisfied by anything outside of you. It is an inner call, a deep yearning from your soul, asking you to come home, to yourself, to your truest, most magnificent essence, the seventh and final phase. And hear this clearly. Let these words resonate deep within your core. Is not an ending. It is a profound beginning that cannot be undone. A new dawn that will illuminate your path forward. It is the full, unwavering commitment to your mission. Not the mere performance of spirituality, not the passive consumption of content about awakening, but the actual, embodied, moment-by-moment, conscious choice to live in alignment with your highest galactic template, the divine blueprint of your soul. It is the decision to stop shrinking, to stop dimming your light to make others comfortable, to stop waiting for external validation from a world that was never designed to fully understand the cosmic being that you are. It is the courage to trust what you know in your bones, to honor the subtle whispers of your intuition, and to take the steps, even the small ones, even the terrifying ones that make your heart race, that move you in the direction of your encoded purpose. Because your mission is not a distant destination you will arrive at only after everything is perfect, after all obstacles have vanished. Your mission is the quality of presence you bring to this life, right now, exactly as you are, activated and imperfect and entirely, completely, profoundly necessary. You are the evolutionary catalyst this planet has been waiting for. And here is the final truth I want to leave imprinted inside your field tonight, a seed of empowerment to blossom within you. You are not lost. You never were. What felt like aimless wandering was actually divine navigation, a circuitous route designed for maximum soul growth. What felt like a deep forgetting was a necessary protection, a soul-level agreement to wait until the vibrational field of this planet, until humanity's consciousness was ready to hold the full remembrance of your cosmic identity without shattering the precious vessel of your human form. That time is now, not next year, not when your life feels more stable or your fear feels more managed or your doubts feel more quiet. Now, this moment, this breath. The Arcturian Council sees you, not the version of you performing wellness or chasing validation or playing the role of the awakened one, but the real you, the ancient you, the star-dusted, multi-dimensional version of you that crossed dimensions to be here during this exact, pivotal window of consciousness evolution. And what they see is not someone who is almost ready, someone who is on the cusp. What they see is someone who has always been ready, and who is just now, in this very moment, allowing themselves to finally know it. You are the encoded memory of a civilization that understands what love, operating at its highest, purest frequency, can do to transform a reality, to birth new worlds. You are the bridge between what Earth has been, steeped in the limitations of the past, and what it is rapidly becoming, a jewel of consciousness in the cosmic tapestry. And the only thing that has ever stood between you and the full activation of that magnificent bridge, between you and your most potent purpose, is the deeply ingrained, often unconscious, belief that you are not enough, not ready, not real in the way that truly matters. That belief ends tonight, not because I said so, not because you read it on a screen. It ends because your soul already agreed to this awakening, to this remembrance, before you even pressed play on this transmission. Before you sleep tonight, find a quiet space, breathe deeply, and say this aloud with every fiber of your being, meaning it with your entire body, allowing it to permeate your very cells. I remember who I am. I align with my star origin. I activate my soul mission with grace, with clarity, and with full trust in the timeline that chose me. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of what's forming here. Drop one intention in the comments, something real. Then respond to someone else's with encouragement or energy. This is not content. It is collective alignment. And energy multiplies when intention connects. If something in this message resonated, do not keep it to yourself. Someone in your orbit is waiting for this exact activation. Share it with them. And if you felt a soul nudge, subscribe. Stay in the flow. You are not just watching, you are expanding. This is your space, and we are just getting started.